Wu Jiarong is a student at Huashan Elementary School. 6 months ago, she moved back to Huashan with her parents. Her mother walks her to school, talking and laughing the whole way. Wang Qingzhang was part of the cleanup and stabilization of Huashan Creek. Whenever he has a free moment, he drives up the mountain to inspect his work. When he thinks about the massive efforts taken to stabilize Huashan's hillsides, he can't help feeling overcome with emotion. 5 years ago, the Jiji earthquake shook Taiwan and took the whole world by surprise. The typhoons and heavy rains that swept Taiwan after the earthquake caused serious rock and mudslides. In the wake of this catastrophe, Huashan was empty and deserted. 2 years later, former residents of Huashan, who had moved away in order to make a living, began to unexpectedly trickle back to Huashan. Why did they choose to come back to this old country town, devastated by mudslides?
我还是喜欢华山的，它很淳朴。
我时时刻刻都想要回到乡下。
4年前想不像说有今天的这个荣景。
那既然回来了，我就是要生根茁壮。
After 4 short years, residents live and work in peace. The key to Huashan's success was the cooperation between the government and local residents, who worked together on developing ecological methods to repair the damage caused by rock and mudslides at Huashan Creek, and to prevent them from reoccurring in the future, giving new life to the village of Huashan. During the cleanup and stabilization, Taiwan's Soil and Water Conservation Bureau involved residents in planning and reconstruction efforts. Residents used rope to bind trees and plants to the mountainside. They filled fissures in the rock and stabilized the mountainside. The engineering team employed local residents in the construction process, helping to relieve Huashan's most pressing problem, unemployment. Although the disaster that ravaged Huashan Creek remains a painful memory, Huashan has forged a new beginning.
为着维护自然生态，我们尽量采用就地取材，就用在地的土石流分下来这食材来当材料。民间的资源是相当庞大的，在地人的力量对这个乡土的关怀，我想在地人是最关怀的。那我们会跟他一起结合，我们会慢慢的站在比较后面来协助。
Huashan's residents took control of the stabilization process, actively communicating their wishes and concerns to the government. The government, for their part, agreed to be flexible and to negotiate. They even traveled to Huashan to speak with residents personally and inspect damaged areas. The cleanup also gave residents an opportunity to get reacquainted and work together, finding a common will to overcome the past.
咱华山社区拄伫要发展的时，开始我就是有参加做咱社区理事啦，迄阵啊，咱感觉讲，吴理事长敢有才调做，理事长伊就讲。 做看卖啦，拄好穿着这土石流，或者演变起来，政府含咱配合，或者咱也有迄个心要去做，所以才今日有这个成就出来。
The threats to safety and local employment have been resolved, but in order to move the traditional farming industry towards exports, Huashan has also had to transform itself in reaction to Taiwan's entry into the WTO. Huashan was the site of Taiwan's first coffee plantations. Local residents finally decided to revive Huashan's coffee industry and make Huashan into a historic coffee region. Now, as soon as the weekend starts, cars pour into Huashan in an unbroken stream, causing traffic jams and making parking hard to find. To overcome these challenges, residents established the Huashan Leisure Industry Alliance to raise their quality of life. Now, some residents have started to cultivate organic vegetables. Residents know that they can feel safe eating this food, and they can sell it to local restaurants. Others use local produce to create unique local dishes, while others have opened distinctive hostels and bed and breakfasts that give visitors a taste of life in a farming village. Some people convert kitchen waste into compost and recycle resources like glass, paper, and plastic. They teach the next generation about natural resources. Others explain local ecology to tourists, while still others pioneer the planting of trees to prevent future rock and mudslides. Nature has already rewarded their efforts. On summer nights, the sound of frogs encouraged the local people. After the cleanup, the fish also returned to Huashan Creek. Wu says rock and mudslides are a bad thing. These setbacks have helped Huashan and helped the people of Huashan to understand that they can work with nature to build a better future. As long as they coexist peacefully with nature, they need never fear for their future again. Today, trees secure the earth and stones located at the head of Huashan Creek, allowing the people of Huashan and their creek to move step by step into the future.
一次1块就好了啦，你那个放在这里，等一下打完再来，快点，端好，双手端，等一下。